Hello everyone. So there are only about I think 3 videos that we finish, and then we are already about to finish our mathematics in the modern world, check 3. And so after finishing, then we shall proceed immediately for our final exam, so that you have your time in submitting me your hard copy. So I want to see the hard copy so that I can give you your grade well. So a little bit on this quartile deviation. It's a part of a correlation that it means that you divide the parts into 3. So again, this lecture is already been plugged to your tele-education. So you just refer to tele-education, and module is already plugged to that. Okay, try to take a look at my example. Okay. So in our previous lesson, to find the second quartile or the median, so that is our equation. Q2, lower class boundary, then number of cases divided by 2 times the cumulative frequency, minus the cumulative frequency, I should say, divided by frequency where the Q1 lies and the class interval. So F1, cumulative frequency less than up to the class immediately preceding the first quartile class. The first quartile class is the class. Big F3, the cumulative frequency less than up to the class preceding the third quartile. So F1, that is the big cumulative frequency of the first quartile, and big F3 is the cumulative frequency of the third quartile, and still L is the lower class boundary. So small f, frequency in which the first quartile class lies. F3, frequency in which the third quartile class lies. So C is the class size. So from this example, there is no Q2 because Q2 is the median. So we know already how to compute the median. Okay. Example. Okay. Find the first, third, second quartile from the score of 50 students. So class interval, we have 3 again. Class frequency, then cumulative frequency. How to get the cumulative frequency? So I will give you now a short review on this. Yan naman. So if that is the lowest score, that is 1. Then zigzag. We add it. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. So as it goes. Okay. So we know that this is our median before. So that's why it is Q2. That is our median. So we know how to compute the median already. And how about Q1? Just below your median or Q2 is the first quartile. Then that is your median 1, 2, 3. So that is our third quartile. So that is how we compute for Q3, Q1, and Q2. Remember, Q2 is the median. And we know already how to compute that. So cumulative frequency F1, so that is your Q1. Okay, so preceding, that is preceding, so that is 9. So how about Q3? So that is 35. So that is Q3 preceding CUMF, so that is F3. How about small F3? Class, I'm sorry, this is small F3. So this is class frequency where the Q3 lies. And this is class frequency where the Q2 lies. And that is F frequency where the Q1 lies. So that is how we get this. So if you cannot follow, just upload this because I will have to again to share it in our GC. Okay, so example. So the equation of first quartile, lower class boundary, 1 over 4, then the frequency and the cum F, big cum F, I have already marked there. So then frequency where the median lies. So times the class interval. So lower class boundary y level is 23.5 plus, so 50 divided by 4, 12.5. Then that is your big cum F preceding where the Q1 lies, so it is 9. And how about small f1, where the frequency of the Q1 lies, so that is now 8 times the class interval of 3. So how do we get 12.5? So that is 50 divided by 4. Now, so bring down the lower class boundary, and then 12.5 minus 9 is 3.5, and then times the class interval, so that is now 10.5. 3.5 times 3, 10.5 divided by 8, so 1.312. Then you add 23.5 to that, so that is your first quartile, 24.81. Okay, next. So we know already how to compute for the median. So we know how to compute the median. Now, let's proceed already to the third quartile. So lower class boundary, 3 times the number of items divided by 4 minus the big F3 cumulative frequency where preceding I should say where the Q3 lies. Okay, so F3 is, that is the frequency where the Q3 lies times the class interval. And so a while ago, that is 35.5 lower class boundary plus times 37.5, you just refer to. How do we get this? 3 times 50, because we have 50 cases. 3 times 50 divided by 4. 37.5 minus the big F3 while ago, wherein that is 35. And small f3 is 4. Frequency where the Q3 lies, times 3. So, 37.5 minus 35 divided by 4 is 25. Times 3. Okay, 2.5 times 3 I should say. So 37.5 minus 35 is 2.5 times 3. Okay. Divided by 4. So we obtain an answer of 1.875. Then bring down the lower class boundary, 35.5, then 37.38. So from the lower class boundary minus 0.5. Higher class boundary plus 0.5. So from our lesson, it is always the lower class boundary. So how do we get 37.5? Again, I repeat, 3 times 50 divided by 4. So that is 37.5. Minus the B cum F. So that is 3. So you know already how to get the cum F of a certain table. So it is already, I think it is already baked to you. This it is already full baked. The lesson is full baked to each and everyone. Okay, so bring down 35.5 plus 1.875. So the answer is 37.38. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. So how do we get the frequency? Lower score there. Zigzag. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 0, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. So that is how we get it. So how do we get the Q2? Then again, as I've told you, what is the highest frequency, and then you proceed to that. Then below that, that is your Q1. Count 1, 2, 3. That is your Q3. So you know already what is F1. That is a cumulative frequency of Q1 preceding, and then F3 preceding. So that is 35. Then that is frequency, and then frequency. So that's all for now. So that is a simple lesson for you because it is already taught to you last December. So thank you so much. So after viewing these videos, So there are only a few videos coming, and then we will have our final. So thank you so much.